Gary Rahul touched upon a lot of aspects of this series, especially this match also. Selection is going to be tough for all certain positions. How do you look at this series, big series after that? For the series against England 2 years ago, the Fortis series. How do you look at it?
How do I look at what?
In different way because of the World Championship, team selection.
Yeah, team selection. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. We know a lot of the guys are in good form, so obviously that's a good sign for the team. When you have selection issues, it says a lot about how the guys are performing, and I think that is quite crucial from the team's perspective. But what we have to do is we just have to go on each venue, see the conditions, and try and get the best 11. It is as simple as that, and that is what we have done in the past. That is what we will do moving forward. The message to the boys has been very clear. We are ready to play horses for courses on whichever pitch, whoever we need, we have to bring them in. As simple as that. And that is something that we've spoken to the guys at the start of this series, and we will continue to do that. We have to assess what sort of conditions we are playing in, who are the right guys to go and counter that conditions. So things like that. So we are quite open with all of those options.
Rohit, you have talked about horses for the courses. What are the horses for this course?
What are the?
Horses you feel are fit for this course?
Tomorrow, 9 o'clock.
Hi Rohit. Rohit, just wanted to know that on these turning tracks, sometimes what happens in the middle order, you need someone as a game changer who comes in and plays the role Rishabh used to play. Fortunately, Rishabh is not there. So, how are you looking at this role, and do you think, as you have said, horses for courses, do you consider that part when you pick the middle order, select your middle order?
Yeah, like I said, I mean, when I say something, I really mean it. We sometimes have to go by what is right for that particular test match, right for that particular day, whichever format it be, whether it's T20, you need to pick the right guys for that particular format. And test cricket, we obviously know it's a 5-day cricket, and things keep changing every session, every day. So yeah, I mean, you got to be prepared to take some brave calls as well. Yes, like you rightly said, Rishabh was a very, very important player for us in that middle order. How we batted in the last few years for us, we'll definitely miss that. But yeah, we've got few guys to come and do that job for us in the middle, and we are keeping an eye on that, particular aspect where we need someone in the middle order to come and do that. Not just middle order, even at the top order. Because you're playing on such a challenging pitches, you need guys to stand up, see and find ways to score runs, because it's not going to be easy. We have seen it in the last few series that we played here. You need orthodox cricket to be played as well. So yeah, we've had a good solid talks with all the batters, finding their own methods of scoring runs, countering what is there to offer, and all of that. So hopefully tomorrow, when we start the game, hopefully we can achieve all those things.
Hi Rohit. Rohit, a lot is being talked about this wicket, especially amongst the Aussies who are saying that it's a doctored wicket. What is your take on that? And secondly, Shubman Gill or Suryakumar Yadav, because one has already played test cricket and the other one is yet to make his test debut.
Speaking about the doctored wicket, I just feel that we got to focus on the cricket that is going to be played for the next 5 days, not worry too much about the pitch. The last series that we played here, a lot was spoken about the pitches and all of that. I think all 22 cricketers who are going to play, they're all quality cricketers, so not to worry too much about what the pitch is going to be like, how much is it turning, how much is it seaming, and all those kind of things. You got to just come out and play good cricket and win the game, as simple as that. Speaking about Gill and Surya, I mean both are obviously they bring different things to the table for us. Gill, obviously, we all know, has been in supreme form in the last 3 to 4 months. A lot of hundreds, big hundreds as well. And on the other hand, Surya as well. I mean, in T20 cricket, he's shown what he is capable of and what sort of game he can bring to Test cricket as well. So both are quality options for us. We have not decided yet what we have to do with those two guys, but yeah, I mean, we'll keep in mind all aspects of the game and see what it is. And I just still have to look at the final look at the pitch, and maybe once I have a look at it, probably I'll have, and like I said, 9 o'clock tomorrow. I'm not going to give you anything today. 9 o'clock tomorrow is the right time, I guess.
Rohit, the fact that you have 4 spinners, out of which 2 fall in the all-rounder category and the third one is getting there, how much of a boost is it when you consider your options?
Yeah, look, I mean, all 4 of them are quality. There's no doubt. At some stage in their career, whenever they've gotten an opportunity, Jadeja and Ashwin obviously have played a lot together and they've performed consistently. Speaking about Aksar and Kuldeep, obviously whenever they gotten an opportunity, they've done well. They've put the batters under pressure. The last series that we played here in India against England, Aksar, I mean, got, I don't know, 35 odd wickets. 27
Together 60.
Yeah, that's a lot of wickets, man. And I feel Kuldeep as well, like he played an only test match in Bangladesh, got 5 wickets there as well. So I mean, it's obviously to have all 4 of us available to all 4 of them available to us is a great sign and gives us that comfort as well. And all 3 of them are quality all-rounders. Not to forget that, and Kuldeep can bat as well. If you saw the test match in Bangladesh, got to 40 odd crucial runs for us. So when you have players like those who can do multiple things on the ground, gives us great options. Gives us that depth as well, so I feel having all 4 of them available to us is obviously a very, very positive sign.
Right, there's always a lot of talk about having a spinner who can spin the ball away from the bat, to spin that kind of thing. Do you find personally on a big spinning wicket that the ball spinning into you is just as difficult to play or difficult to play?
Yeah, I mean, look, when the ball spins a lot, obviously, your methods, your preparation, and what you think of ways to score runs is very important, because when you play on pitches like those, it's important to have a counter-attacking method as well, because that's how you will score runs. Because if you see, the spinners are quite smart. The opposition captain are very smart. They straight away send the field. They spread the field, so it's not possible to get boundaries that easily. So you just got to rotate, strike, try and see what are the methods you can score runs off. Whether it's sweep, reverse sweep, try and using your feet and all those kind of things. Because most of us have grown up playing on pitches like this. Everyone has their own method. Some of them like to go straight over the head of the bowler. Some likes to sweep, reverse sweep, things like that. So that is what we've spoken to all the boys. Find your own ways of scoring runs, countering the bowlers, and yeah, it's going to be challenging. But if you see, the last series that we played against England, I think we played really well. But obviously, Australia is a different ball game. They've got a couple of quality spinners in their ranks, who can trouble us. There is no doubt about that. So we are quite aware of that, and we've spoken at length what we need to do, how we need to come against those type of bowlers.
Last three questions.
Rohit, last time you faced sort of challenging subcontinent wickets on that England series, you got quite a few runs. You're playing so many formats. Is that you sort of look back at the mindset which you played that series and then try and bring that in? Can you tell us a bit about how you're preparing for this personally? And no one trained today. Just the thoughts on that.
Yeah, it was an optional training. Before the game, we always give that option to the players whether they want to come and train or not. And that is something that's been happening for years now. Because we came here on the 2nd, we started our like a mini camp from 3rd onwards. So we've had a decent time, going into this series. Usually that doesn't happen. When you're playing in India, you assemble a few days before the test match starts, couple of practice sessions, and you are into the game. But this time around it was different. We came here on the 2nd, had 4 or 5 training sessions before today. So today was an optional day for us. A lot of the guys didn't want to come and train, make sure that they're fresh for the next 5 days. And yeah, I mean, speaking about the last series that I played, I mean, obviously for me, preparation is the key. And every test series you play, you see, if you prep well, you get the results. You can see that. The two big series that we won, we won in Australia last time when we were there. We had about 20 days to prepare for that, so we prepped really well. And in England as well, we drew the series. That's also because we had, after that World Test Championship final, we had about 20-25 days to prepare ourselves. Nobody chose to come back to India. We stayed there. There was an option for us to come back and then get into the test series, but everyone decided that we wanted to stay here and prep for this series. So I think for me as well, that is the key. When you're playing on pitches like this, you know what is going to happen. You try and visualize that, these are the shots that you want to play. So try and inculcate those kind of things into your training sessions, and that is what I do. What are the shots I want to play in the test match? I try and do that in my training sessions, and that's how I take forward, and that's how I move forward. And try and actually going out there and doing it in the game is also important. And I try and do that in the game. Whatever I've trained for, whatever shots I've played, the mindset is pretty clear that this is what I want to do in the game tomorrow.
Last one out, Amol and then
Rohit, how is the team looking at this whole WTC final qualifications? Who wins maybe in 3 or 2? How much has that been in your mind reading this?
Honestly, we haven't spoken too much about that. We just want to do well in this series and see what happens. It's too far ahead to think about that, and there's a lot of calculation and all that. We don't want to get into all of that. Just want to focus on how we can win each test match, because we're playing on different venues. Different venues will have different challenges. So at the moment, we just want to focus on the game here and see what we can do as a team, and then worry about the championship final later. We've got 4 solid test matches to play, so I think our focus has to be on that. And also, none of the guys, in our changing room, in the team room, have been talking about that final. We just want to come out here and play this test match, and then move on from that, because it's going to be a challenging series. There's no doubt about it. So we want to be up for it. So the focus has to be on one day at a time, focus on that particular day, and then see how you can win that particular day. Because you can think about winning the series, winning the test matches and all, but I think it's very, very important that you try and win sessions, win particular day, and then move forward.
रोहित, तेरा ये नागपुर से क्या रिश्ता है भाई? क्योंकि जन्म यहाँ हुआ है, तेरा डेब्यू यहाँ हुई, सो क्या है यार, ये क्या है ये तेरा?
मेरे वजह से बिकी है 40,000 टिकटें.
पता नहीं शायद.
No, ऐसे मेरा जन्म यहाँ पे हुआ है, और काफ़ी अच्छा लगता है. अच्छा ग्राउंड है, यहाँ पे सपोर्ट हमको अच्छा मिलता है. बड़ा ग्राउंड है, और अच्छे मैचेस हुए यहाँ पर. तो इंडिया में ऐसे काफ़ी ग्राउंड्स है जहाँ पे आपको जाके ही अच्छा फीलिंग आता है. और ये एक वेन्यू है जहाँ पे हमको सारे लड़कों को आकर बहुत अच्छा लगता है, क्योंकि जब आप टेस्ट मैच खेल रहे हो तो सबसे पहले आके आप देखते हो कि डाइनिंग एरिया कैसा है, चेंजिंग रूम कैसा है, रिकवरी के लिए चीज़ें है कि नहीं, क्योंकि आपको 5 दिन उस ड्रेसिंग रूम में रहना है, 5 नहीं एक्चुअली 7-8 दिन, क्योंकि आप प्रिपेयर 2-3 दिन पहले से करना शुरू करते हो। तो ड्रेसिंग रूम अच्छा है, यहाँ का खाना बहुत अच्छा है, डाइनिंग एरिया अच्छा है और रिकवरी के लिए अच्छा है, काफ़ी बड़ा जगह है। तो लड़कों का ये एक माइंडसेट होता है कि अच्छा चेंजिंग रूम मिलेगा तो शांति से रह सकते हैं, तो वो भी एक फैक्टर है, बड़ा फैक्टर है। और ग्राउंड अच्छा है, पिच अच्छा होता है, आउटफील्ड अच्छा है और सपोर्ट तो जैसे मैंने बताया ही कि काफ़ी अच्छा होता है।
40,000 टिकटें बिक गई, गुड साइन फॉर टेस्ट क्रिकेट।
100% एंड आई थिंक इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट कि टेस्ट क्रिकेट को बढ़ावा मिल रहा है, इतने लोग पहले दिन के लिए आ रहे हैं, सुन के अच्छा लगा। आई होप दे विल कंटिन्यू टू कम इन ऑल द वेन्यूज़, नॉट जस्ट इन नागपुर बट ऑल द वेन्यूज़ दैट वी प्ले, वहाँ पे लोग आएंगे, अच्छा लगेगा क्योंकि अच्छा सीरीज़ होने वाला है। तो आई एम श्योर लोगों को भी अच्छा क्रिकेट देखना है, टेस्ट क्रिकेट देखना है।